Hey guys, and welcome to another one of my Outward build guides. I'm Skooma, and today we are going to be taking a look at a fun, no mana build I like to call the Pirate. As you can see, the primary focus of this build is survival and victory by any means necessary, and it accomplishes this by fighting dirty through the use of stealth, poison, traps, and multiple guns. Some players will tell you that using these tools takes little to no skill, that it's dishonorable, that it's just cheesing your way through the game. Hello? Pirate? But seriously, the lack of magic puts the pirate at a disadvantage to other builds, as it loses access to a lot of elemental damage sources and buffs. To compensate for this, it needs to be able to utilize the various types of traps to inflict the most damage it can. Of course, it has other options in the forms of Frost Bullet and an Obsidian Pistol, as well as the Red Lady's Dagger if you like, as each inflict elemental damage and none require mana to use. This is a preference choice, and if you have them, by all means use what's at your disposal. Speaking of preference choices, a lot of the gear I'm using that you will see in this video is mainly for roleplay purposes, and you are free to make any changes according to your own personal preferences, but I do recommend that you go with something light and fast. Here I am using the Squire's Headband, which is a craftable piece you can only get from defeating endgame arena bosses. The Master Desert Armor, which can be acquired by placing Elite Desert Armor in a Legacy chest, and Master Trader Boots, which can be purchased from the Wandering Caravaner during your travels. With this setup combined with some of the skills, we are able to run indefinitely without losing any stamina. Now, I know that these are not the easiest and most readily available pieces of gear to acquire, so I'll be showing you some alternative examples that you can shoot for at various stages of your playthrough. When you first start out, the regular trader gear is pretty nice, as it comes with a very generous pouch bonus and looks sorta piratey. I'd look to replace it as soon as possible with scaled leather gear, however, as the scaled leather also comes with a pouch bonus, but also has a damage bonus and decent resistances as well. I show how to get scaled leather gear in a previous video that I will link in the description. Your real gear, however, won't come until you reach Levant in the desert. Here you can purchase the Entomber hat, which is a decent substitute for the Squire's Headband, and again, looks a bit piratey. You can also grab the matching chest and boots if you haven't already got yourself something better by this point. But really, anything with speed bonus and stamina reduction is a solid choice. This is also where you can pick up the Strongbox backpack that I'm using, and it provides 2 protection. The Brass Wolf backpack can also be found in the desert and adds 2 protection as well, and it comes with a larger carry capacity. It's a strict upgrade, but I run with Strongbox because it's faster to acquire with little effort, and it looks cool. You will also be able to acquire all of your weapons and traps in Levant. I use cannon pistols for this build, as they are able to be loaded with Shatter Bullet for the ability to inflict massive impact and apply both pain and confusion at the same time. This works extremely well in combination with the dagger skill Opportunist Strike, because it will allow you to do 4 times the damage on any enemy inflicted with both. Worth mentioning is that the Sweep Kick skill will gain a 100% chance to knock down any enemy if they are inflicted with confusion. So this is a nice little skill to add to your rotation, and you see me using it quite a bit during the combat showcase. I also use the Manticore Dagger for its ability to inflict poison, and it's easy to craft. Just 1 Palladium Scrap and a Manticore Tail. The Palladium Scrap can be broken down from Palladium Spikes that can be purchased from the trap vendor next to the blacksmith, and the Manticore Tail can be acquired by killing the Manticore near the parched shipwrecks in the desert, or any Manticore in Emiker Forest. Alternatively, it can sometimes be purchased from the smuggler in Levant if you are having trouble killing a Manticore, though it's pretty expensive and takes a bit of investment to unlock. And lastly, I use a steel saber in the main hand, just to fit the theme. It can be easily found in a Brasser Desert or purchased in Levant, and if you want to get fancy, it's also able to be upgraded by putting it into a legacy chest for future characters. I rarely use my main hand weapon, so Really, you can just choose whatever you want here. Now let's take a look at the skills. This is probably my favorite part of this build because it takes very little investment. Only around 650 silver, give or take, for the most basic skills, and is easy for newer players to get started, while still leaving a lot of room to improve over time. I'll throw up some images of the skill trees with the most basic required skills marked in green for newer players, and the rest of the desired build skills will be in red. Starting with Spellblade Trainer, pick up Fitness. This is a staple skill for every build, always get it. Also, grab Steady Arm if you like, it's a handy skill to have. Next, grab Enrage from the Hunter and Berg. Now head to Levant for the most important skills for this build, Shatter Bullet from the Mercenary, Backstab, Opportunist Stab, and Sweep Kick from the Rogue. Finally, make your way to Monsoon and take Focus. As you progress and gain more silver, you will want to use your breakthrough on Mercenary, Rogue, and Warrior Monk. The 40 extra stamina from Warrior Monk's Steadfast Ascetic combined with Swiftfoot and Marathoner from the Mercenary and Feather Dodge from the Rogue will allow you to move quickly and freely with no more worries for your stamina or ever having to drop your bag again. And, should you choose to focus more on using your main hand weapon, Perfect Strike and Flash Onslaught are incredibly powerful late build skills. I think that pretty much just about covers it. I hope you found this interesting, and if you'd like to see more build guides in the future, please like and subscribe to be notified when I post the next one. If you have any recommendations or ideas for something you'd like to see me cover in the future, leave a comment below. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you next time. Peace.